So let's talk for just a second. Let's dig into something that, the market's moving, right? And so I don't want to beat a dead horse, and you and I kind of talked and we agreed that we wouldn't beat a dead horse in this, but that this is an opportunity for people to look at their business differently, right? You're
Yeah.
getting kind of a free pass to be able to do something different than what you've done in the past, if that's how you look at it, right?
Yeah.
There's some people that are still bunkered down. There's still people hiding under the rock and all that kind of stuff and everything. And then there's other people that are connected with their sphere that are out there doing things, getting stuff done, right?
Yeah.
So according to the NAR study that came out, that we looked at, 50% of people thought that the market was coming back, right? Which I thought was a really cool stat, because that was the headline. Well, what does that mean the other 50% think? The other 50% think it's not coming back, right? So we're right there on the edge, which I think is hilarious.
Right.
But you and I talked about how important it was for people to take advantage of this. We talked early on about opportunity, right?
Yeah.
Versus obstacle. And so I know you've done a great job on this lately and everything, and you've always done a great job on it, but lately you had the chance to do it and roll up your sleeves and dig in more. This is a chance for people, if they wanted to reinvent themselves, they can reinvent themselves now.
Sure.
They can put their culture on display differently than they have in the past. They can leverage technology and everything. So we thought this would be a good time for us, right, to talk about how to get your message out with branding. Right.
Yeah.
How to, this might be a good chance to launch something to get in front of people. Right. And so I know you've done a bunch of that, right? Always. You've done a very good job on it. And you've got, a great presence on Instagram and everything. Got a great presence on social media in general, great presence in the market that you're in. How do you do it? What is it? If I don't want you to say just the one key thing. Let's talk a little bit about it. But where do we start on this? If somebody wants a good brand, what do they do?
So I think it's an interesting time for a lot of people to get into social media marketing and really beyond that. But I think when you really dumb that down, right now is the biggest opportunity for you to really showcase who you are as, a person. Your personality can really shine.
Right.
But in order for your personality to shine, you got to be able to get out of your comfort zone. So I think the biggest barrier to getting on social media and doing a really, really good job is just letting go of the fear. Fear can just cripple people. And, I know personally, I know that you went through it back when you first started, that insecurity is there where, you're really unsure as how the message is going to be taken, what type of critical feedback might there be. Once you just have the attitude of like, screw it, this is who I am and this is what we're going to do. I mean, I'm just talking personally. That's what's helped. It's like, we have these really creative ideas that we're drumming up in the office about what we want to do with the social media, where we want to take it to. And quite honestly, it's never been done before, the stuff that we're starting, because people were scared to do it. And what I was thinking about this morning, we just did a shoot yesterday where we took one of our office desks and we brought it around town with our photography and our media team. And we sat it in front of places around our town that people would recognize, right? And what that visualization does is, I work here, I live here. This is my turf, right? So we put the desk there.
That's so cool.
In front of really memorable spots. I mean, we quite literally put it in the middle of the street, and we're taking pictures. But there's going to be naysayers on that. You know what I say to those naysayers? Those naysayers probably think it's stupid. They think it's corny, whatever it might be. But you know what? Those types of people don't have the fortitude to try it. So I think that whenever you get criticism from somebody or you're worried about criticism from somebody, it comes from an insecurity. And so I want you just to, people out there to jump in head first and then learn how to swim later. Nobody's going to be perfect at it. You and I are still learning how to do this.
Absolutely.
But it's fun. And really, I think that the best part is that fun part, because when you're doing these activities, you're really enjoying what you're doing, and there's not many parts throughout your day where you're either, negotiating or you're doing contracts or you're doing other things where you can truly have fun. And so that's my long-winded answer.
No, that's perfect. What's more fun than being you, right? Being able to let your hair down and be you. So everything that you look up on branding, anytime you talk about how to get your culture out there on social media and everything, one of the first things it says is exactly the first thing that you said. Understand who you are.
Right.
You have to know who you are. And then the second thing you said, it, you hit the nail on the head again, was understanding your audience. Who cares if they don't think it's a good idea for you to have the desk in the middle of the road, right? Screw them. That's not the one you're trying to do business with anyway.